broken heart, no remedy. But maybe if you stay, we can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. How do you do? 'Cause I'm feeling so good. Memories now let me fall back. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. You can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. Cause I'm feeling so good. Cause you make me love my imperfections.
ballers. Watch I look, I'm jugging. Dissect your hand if your hand am I putting. Put two in your man if your man keep a looking. Act like a poopy, yo, bitch get tookin'. I'm not the type to go fuck with them niggas who fuck with them niggas who stay on some fish. Oh, young and trapping out the bando. From the ceiling fan to the damn floor. Trying to stack my money up. Cause that's the only way we can go. Tell my mama that I'm okay. See the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a lot of money, that's foreplay. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
Trapped inside this spell. Now I feel like your demons drag me close to hell. I can feel that.
Too cold, standing in the middle of the downpour. Looking in the mirror 'cause it's only you. in the ocean with you, baby, up with a slow motion crew, and we up in our growlings when people change, but not us, and we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun, could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey, and I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it, and I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it, and I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey, and I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it, and I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. Play me like a bass guitar, simmer down and mash me up, tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drum me round in your right foot, shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey, and I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it, and I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey, and I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it, and I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. All alive. The devil's in the detail, lingered inside. Oh, a holy crime. But how can I hide you without an alibi? It's a lover's fight without an alibi. You took my innocence. I can't wait no longer. I'm playing with the monsters. Everything that brought me alive, going wrong like nonsense. Playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a lover's fight without an alibi. You took my innocence without an alibi.
welcome back to the We Are City channel for some big action in the FIFA Club World Cup. We missed the game, didn't we, a few days ago against Al Ain, which was in the UK at 2 AM in the morning, just a little bit too early, a bit too late for some of us who have to get up the next day. But today, a nice 8 o'clock kickoff for us to enjoy if you're on the UK, 9 PM kickoff if you are in most of Central Europe. It's Manchester City versus Juventus, and what a game we could have on our hands here. We've got Red Ninja, we've got Benedict Coffee-Tachi, and we've also got Alfie Lively, a We Are City club member, a silver club member, the highest level that we get out there, for 25 months. He's going with a 2-1 win. He predicts Marmoush and Doku on the score sheet. We've got Benedict saying hello to you. Looks like an amazing stadium there today in Orlando. Was there not too long ago. Maybe I should have stuck around to go and watch City play. And also Red Ninja saying on Matchday Live at a fan wall. That was in the City Matchday Live I see on YouTube. And you got to ask a question and you were the second person to. Congratulations to do. That is really cool that you actually got all the way through that. I've been running a little bit late today, so we're on a little bit late just before kickoff. The players actually are about to come out onto the field here in the USA. That is fine because they're not going to come out as a team. They're going to come out individually and be announced. So while they do that, we can run through the team together because there is a big talking point on the City side, and that is a first start since his ACL injury for Mr. Ballon d'Or himself, Rodri. So in goal for City starts Ederson, who is confirmed today he will be staying at Manchester City. A back four, Mateus Nunes at right back, Manu Akanji, Ruben Diaz, and new signing, really impressed against Al Ain, it's Rian Aït-Nouri. Rodri sits holding that midfield with Tierney Reinders, the new man, and club captain for the season, Bernardo Silva. And it's a front three of Jeremy Doku, Savinho, and Omar Marmoush. On the bench for City, we've got Bettinelli, Stefan Ortega, the two goalkeepers, and then outfield players John Stones, Nathan Ake, Erling Haaland, who Pep Guardiola's confirmed will come on in the second half. Nico, Gundogan, Vita Heist, Joshko Vardiol, Ryan Cherky. I'm excited to see link up with Haaland in that second half. I suspect they'll both come on. Pep Guardiola has said that his players can't sustain 90 minutes, and he plans to make big change in the second half. So expect a full difference in the second half. There is Kusanov, also Phil Foden, and maybe even another chance for Oscar Bob. As for Juve, they have gone with a side which you expect them to change at half-time. Di Gregorio starts in goal. A back five of Costa, Kalulu, Savona, who's been linked with City over this transfer window, Lloyd Kelly and Kostic. A midfield two of captain Manuel Locatelli and Weston McKennie. And then it's a front three of their own Nico Gonzalez, who's on the bench, of course, today for City. They've got their own Nico, the Argentinian one, Dusan Vlahovic, and also Coop Miners as well. On the bench, they've got some real quality players. A return after a nasty ACL injury for his own player in Bremer is Gatti, Conceição, a very exciting young Kenan Yildiz, Adiros Milik, Adjic, Kepman Turam, Colomawani, Pinsoglio. They've got Rugani, returns to the club, former City man Douglas Luiz, heavily linked with City in January, nearly signed for City in January. It's Andrea Cambiasso, and then a few younger players in Defara, Rui, and also Garofani as well for this Juventus side. Alfie's happy Ederson is staying. Yeah, Ederson is sticking around. John Stones has also confirmed he'll be sticking around at Manchester City, yet he's yet to make an appearance in this Club World Cup, and might not at all, because maybe he wants to stay, but maybe the club feel a little bit differently about it. And Andrew's also predicted 2-1 win. Now, I don't want to be a dampener on the mood here for City versus Juve, but I looked at the stats, and City have played Juve, I think, around, let me just work this out. I think we've played Juve 7 times in as many years in recent times. 7 times, 2 draws. The rest were losses. City haven't been successful against Juventus at all. Juve seem to always get the better of City. So this could be our first win against the Italian Giants. The Old Lady, as they are called, the side from Turin, in those black and white stripes, which has come to be very, very well known across the world, hasn't it, for Juventus. So the two sides both come out. Juventus have already been announced onto the field. City side's coming out. Ederson there. Is the man making his way out, who, like I said, has confirmed today he's staying at Manchester City. He will be going nowhere. Now, Manchester City do have in their side, in fact, in our squad, we have 19 foreign players. 19 players who are not British. Now, in the Premier League squad rules and the UEFA Champions League squad rules, the maximum is 17. That means 2 of these players certainly will be leaving. And looking at this side, with Ederson saying he's staying now, Stefan Ortega has put a little bit of a hint out there that he could be going. Maybe if he does go, City go and look for a homegrown goalkeeper. That's a possibility. So maybe we lose Ortega. Ilkay Gundogan, there is rumours of a move to Galatasaray. The City do have a big squad, and there is players expected to move on. English players that you can have up to, well, you can have as many as you want, but you're looking for 4 homegrown and 4 club trained as they count them. Football Soccer 81 is here. He's going with a 3-1 win for City, so everyone so far going against it with wins for City. Like I said, that isn't the case, but we're going to start a poll here, and we're going to start the poll with who will score first. Let's ask this. Who will score first? And we're going to go with players. And we're going to go for a few players. I think we can give 4 options. We're going to go with, of course, Omar Marmoush, who seems to always be on the score sheet for Manchester City. We're going to go with, of course, the main man leading the line for Juventus in Dusan Vlahovic. They're 2 strikers. And then we're going to go for Nico Gonzalez of Juve. Maybe? Or do we go with someone else? Someone else from the midfield? Or McKennie scored against City last time, didn't he? Actually, in the Champions League. So we'll go with him. And then finally for City, who do we put in there? I'm going to go with Doku, because Doku got a few goals of the day. So who will score first? Let us know. We've started a poll there. You guys can vote who you think will score first in this one. So Savona, who is a fullback, is actually playing, according to the graphic and my graphic as well, at the heart of a back 3 today, with Alberto Costa playing as that right wing back. Nico Gonzalez and Coop Myers will be very tight and narrow to Dusan Vlahovic. And they've got some good players, of course. We know that Andrea Cambiasso is a player heavily rated by Manchester City. It looks like a move for him is dead in the water, unfortunately, despite his quality. So Ederson starts and goal, run through it again. Nunez, Diaz, Akanji and Aït-Nouri the back 4. Aït-Nouri back in there. Rodri at the hearty City midfield with Tiani Reinders and Bernardo Silva in front, the captain. And then it's Marmoush, Savinho and Doku, the front 3. And one thing I have noticed about the way Pep Guardiola likes to do things, Pep doesn't seem to like Marmoush as central striker. He seems to like Marmoush drifting out to that left-hand side. So could we see more Bernardo Silva in a false 9 role today? Jerome Bissar is on the VAR today because taking charge is a referee that you will probably know pretty well in Clement Turpin. He is a man who has refereed the game for City plenty of times, games for City in UEFA Champions League. He's a very highly rated referee. I think he refereed the last game referee for City. I think could have been the Real Madrid game. So he's in for a big game today for City against Juventus, and hopefully it will be an exciting one. But I think it will be. I think it will be. I think we're going to see goals today. Hopefully we see Ryan Cherki as well. I think he's really someone that City fans are very excited about, and rightfully so. We know how excited we are about Ryan Cherki. I personally was pushing a lot of Cherki propaganda before City were even linked with him on the channel, because I said he's the man to sign to be the creative player to back up that what we're going to lose in Kevin De Bruyne. And Florian Wirtz didn't happen. He signed for Liverpool. Liverpool have also announced they're going to be City's rivals for the title next season, without a doubt. They've announced the signing of Milos Kirakes today as well, the Hungarian fullback. They've also already signed former City youth star Jeremy Frimpong. So 3 big signs for them. 3 big signs for City as well in Reinders, Cherki and Aït-Nouri. And I think both sides won't stop there in the transfer market. Arsenal started getting going as well in the transfer market. Martin Zubimendi is on his way to Arsenal for around €60 million. They're also bringing in, apparently, Norgard from Brentford as a backup because Thomas Partey's leaving. And also, they're looking at Christian Mosquera of Valencia, who's a top player. So City versus Juve. City in the darker shorts today, which I quite like the way it looks of the kit in the darker shorts. Sky blue. Juve in the black and white stripes with the pink accents. Juventus versus Manchester City. We are underway here in Orlando. Evening all, says Chris. Evening to Chris. There's a little flick on here. Long ball by Juve. It's picked up by Manu Akanji, who gets it away to Jeremy Doku, who tries to hold it up here, but he's lost it. Doku to Nico. Could be a fast start from Juve. Vlahovic against Diaz. Vlahovic skips through the challenges, and Doku, good bit of hard work from Jeremy Doku, goes and wins it back. Captain Bernardo Silva. Really nice play, and Rodri wide towards Mateus Nunes, who pings it forward here. Nunes towards Savinho, who's got a big run on here, but it's a bit heavy by Nunes. Gregorio will get there, and he sends it back forward and taken down on the chest by Bernardo Silva. I think a better pass from Nunes there, and City would have been in very early. Reinders. Well, it looks like Savinho and Marmoush playing sort of a 2 up top at the moment here for City. Doku back to Aït-Nouri. On to Akanji. So he looks like a back two for City of Akanji and Ruben Diaz. You've then got Nunes holding the width on the far right-hand side, and also on the left-hand side, Renato Nuri holding the width. And then a midfield trident of Rodric, Bernardo and Reinders, with Bernardo Silva and Reinders given the freedom to drift into other areas. And also Jeremy Doku at the moment, he's drifted into central areas alongside Savinho. So a very fluid-looking City side. A poor pass by Savinho to Matheus Nunes, and it's out for a throw-in to Juve. Sloppy start from Savinho, who I think has got to prove himself massively this season. He showed last year he does have real creativity in him. I think he's much more of a player who gets assists and scores goals. He's not a goal-scoring winger. But City are very much lacking in that sort of goal-scoring area from wide areas, aren't they, really? Because Savinho's not really a goal-scorer, Jeremy Doku isn't. And that is a bit of an issue. City heavily linked with Rodrigo, of course, Real Madrid, you could say, is more of a natural goal-scorer. But he himself, actually, seems like he's not. I think he looks good compared to the wingers we've got, in fact. And City have denied any interest in Rodrigo today. That was confirmed by Jack Gorn of The Guardian. Here's Manu Akanji for Manchester City from the back line. And a bit of an uncertain future, perhaps, for Manu Akanji. Ait Nuri skips inside and goes in towards Rodri. Very, very composed. He's Ait Nuri. Rodri onto Bernardo and back to Ruben Diaz. I think we could see goals in today's game. I really do. And it's always exciting to see City back after you've not seen them play for quite a while. Rodri for Manchester City. On the centre circle here with Ruben Diaz. Rodri dropping into sort of a back three now with Diaz at the centre of it. Will you do an Ultimate Team live stream and try and do, excuse me, a City Past and Prince as Alfie? I'll be honest with you, Alfie, I've never played Ultimate Team particularly. It's never been my sort of thing. But maybe I've got to give it a go at some point. The problem is time. I don't really have enough time to be playing FC25 so much. I think the career mode just takes up most of my time with the chance I do to make the videos. There's Bernardo Silva wide to Matheus Nunes. He lifts one in here, Nunes towards Omar Mamouche. It hits him on the back here. Reinders takes it down the box. They're good first touch, but pass a little bit wide for Jeremy Doku. Reinders makes a run. Doku skips past Costa. Really good feet from the Belgian. Then to Ait Nuri. Ait Nuri, fantastic feet by him as well. Skips inside, outside. Ait Nuri the ball in here. Bernardo Silva at the far post. Save on the foot, Gregorio. And deflects behind for a corner, I think. Fantastic play by Jeremy Doku, and of course Ait Nuri cuts back the other way past Locatelli. What a ball in. Bernardo Silva with a header. It's saved by the feet of the Italian Di Gregorio. The second shot from Bernardo Silva as it comes back to him off the boot of Di Gregorio. He's dragged wide, but City's captain should have scored there. He's an offside being in somewhere there by the lines in anyway. But what a chance that was for Manchester City. What a chance that was. Bernardo Silva, the captain, probably should have scored. Well, Igor Tudor is the man in charge of Juve. They tried to bring back Antonio Conte this summer, but he said no. He's staying at Napoli. They convinced him to stay. I think with other managers as well, weren't they? There's been quite a bit of a change-up in Italian football in the managerial departments. Of course, Simeone Inzaghi has moved to the Saudi Pro League. Christian Chivu comes in, assisted by a former City player in Alexander Kolarov at Inter. There's a foul here by Vlahovic on Manu Akanji. The big Serbian battering ram, but he can be. Vlahovic is strong, he holds the ball up, he's aggressive. I'm very surprised that got given us a free kick there. Akanji for City. Chris going to try and see if he can get an Ait Nuri shirt before they sell out. Well, I think he's going to be very popular at fullback, Ait Nuri. It's very refreshing to see City have an actual left-back as well. A real left-back. It's been rare as a City fan to see a left-back for a long while. Diaz. I always feel like City in the transfer market, though, when we build a squad, every season we always seem to neglect just one position. And this year, do we think we're going to neglect the right-back position? We're probably a right-back away from having a full team. Are we going to neglect that? I hope not. McKennie picks the ball up here off Rodri, who can't quite catch him. Nunes gets a foot in. Rodri's there, back he goes to Edison under a bit of pressure. Right foot from the Brazilian. Scuffs it behind for a throw into Juve. Not the best sweeper keeping from City's number 31. It's going to be a throw into Juventus, I think. Well, Wydad are winning, apparently, says Alfie. Well, that is a surprise. Or is it? I don't know. Al Ain are not a particularly good side, are they? They're not a particularly good side at all, so perhaps that is the reason. I actually thought Wydad give City a better game. It wouldn't mean they qualify. Of course, City and Juventus have already qualified. The winner here today will go through top and avoid Real Madrid, which City are hoping is their case. We've got to win this game, really. I think the winner of this plays Salzburg, and then things get a lot easier. Edison playing like an outfield player, and he's give it away, and City could be in a bit of trouble. City go and win it back. Doku, out-muscled by Kalulu. Here's Costa. That was poor by Edison, playing the ball out his position. Kostic in a wide area. From a Frankfurt man. Good pressing by Marmoush. Puts them under pressure and actually pushes them back there. MK is here. Hello to MK. Another prediction of a 2-1 win for City. Been quite common. Vlahovic here. The linesman eventually gives it offside, but he took his time, the linesman, to give it. Vlahovic, Diaz, they all seem to know he was offside. Kalulu's a very strong player. I'm very surprised that Milan let him go. And let him go to another rival in Juve as well. Well, Milan have made some strange decisions in the transfer market over recent seasons. I mean, letting Gianni Reinders go for, what, £47 million, I think is a steal for City. But at the moment, Doku is playing pretty much as a central striker in possession for City. With Marmoush holding the line, Doku's just playing in behind him slightly. Pep Guardiola, a chance to experiment tactically in this competition. Alongside Pap Linders, who is also, you know, a new man, new ideas that he brings. The former Liverpool assistant coach to Jurgen Klopp. Edison for City. Big long ball into a bit of space towards Marmoush. What a pass by Edison. Marmoush is there. He beats Savona to it. Omar Marmoush back towards Savinho. In towards Doku. Good use of the body by Doku. Doku still skipping forward. Goes wide left to Rian Nuri. Maybe could have been more aggressive there in his run, Nuri. Could have bombed into a bit of space and maybe whipped across in. Here's Diaz. Bernardo Silva for Manchester City. Bernardo, I really like this shirt and kit with the dark shorts and socks. I really do. Rodri. Ruben Diaz for Manchester City. Into Savinho. First touch is poor. Trying to win it back in the box here. Juve get it away. Diaz back onto Savinho. Back out towards Ruben Diaz and Mateus Nunes. Rodri. Nuri here. What a ball by Nuri behind to Doku. Great touches. Jeremy Doku! Goal for Manchester City. We put him in the vote that Doku could be the man to score the first goal. 9% of you voting were right. Jeremy Doku found by an absolutely brilliant pass by Rian Nuri from fullback. Doku hugs the wide area in the box. He then drifts inside. Nuri cuts the defence open with his pass. Doku, great first touch, cuts inside and puts it in the far corner. All you guys that just voted for Doku there, you're not getting away with that. What a ball, what a goal this is. Rodri across to Nuri. Doku, that is brilliant. Doku comes to the ball and then darts in behind Costa. It's a fantastic run. It's a wonderful find from Nuri. The first touch from Doku is great and the finish is even better into the far corner. Brilliant goal, well worked from Jeremy Doku. And what a bit of creative play from City's new fullback, Rian Nuri. City have the lead and Chris says here, unlikely that Salzburg could beat Real Madrid and then it's possible Real Madrid might finish third. It is possible. It is possible. Oh, that would be in the knockouts, wouldn't it? So they'd just be knocked out with the Real Madrid because Salzburg aren't in the group, if I'm right. Juve come forward here. Chance for Juve! Straight away from kickoff. In by Costa. Dusan Vlahovic. The cross finds him. He stood on the penalty spot and he scuffed it with the right foot. Vlahovic should do so much better. Juve should equalise there. I said he would score, but not first, is Alfie. Well, he's been getting goals for fun, actually, in this tournament, Doku. He's been doing really well. That opening goal is really good. And Rian Nuri, credit to him. What a player I think he's going to be for Manchester City. I think, actually, he could be more of a success in this side than Gianni Reinders and also Ryan Cherki. He really could do. Oh, Edison with another terrible pass here. A chance for Juve to equalise 1-1. It's absolutely shocking from Edison. That is absolutely terrible from Edison. Well, I've not even put the City score on. It doesn't matter. Juve equalise. Absolutely shocking from Manchester City's goalkeeper, Ederson. Well, his distribution has been really poor at the start of this one, Ederson. And he's done it again here. A pass to Bernardo Silva from a goal kick, which is nowhere near him. It's straight to Koopmeiners, and it's an absolutely simple goal. Doesn't do well to save it at either, Ederson. It goes through him. It's really poor by City's goalkeeper. Really, 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 really poor from Ederson. Well, he confirmed today he's staying. He said that he had a bad season last year. He wants a better one this year. Well, that is absolutely shocking from Ederson. Terrible goalkeeping. Distribution. And it showed Pep Guardiola sat on the sidelines. He was very, very unhappy with that from Ederson. That is absolutely terrible by City's goalkeeper. And that just puts, I think, that thought in the fans' mind again. Should Ederson be a Manchester City player, or is his time up? Doku, fantastic feet. Wide to Mateus Nunes, who can't get there. And again, City very sloppy. Yet again, we throw away a lead to Christian. It comes from an absolutely shambolic mistake. It's very amateurish from Ederson, really. City come the other way now with Savinho, with space in this right-hand side. And he plays it into space to Marmoush. Omar Marmoush here. Up against Savona. Back out to Jeremy Doku. Nunes, Bernardo Silva. Rodri. All the space that left-hand side for Aït-Nouri. Rodri strokes the ball out to this left-hand side to Aït-Nouri. Goes back to Akanji. Diaz, City playing a very, very high line. The players will be frustrated with the goalkeeper there. He's thrown away the lead that City took. Such a poor goal to concede. Reinders. Aït-Nouri. Back towards Akanji. Ren Aït-Nouri again. Drifted inside. Aït-Nouri's playing like a striker now in his positioning. Reinders onto Bernardo Silva. Works it wide right to Mateus Nunes. One-on-one with the defender. Nunes. Back into Diaz. Diaz with a lift into the box. It was Marmoush. It's a sliding challenge by Savona. Airily to clear it away. Nunes takes the throw in quickly to Diaz. And City starts again. City maintain this pressure. Manu Akanji. Reinders just peels off him. Reinders are running behind here. Tajani Reinders with a shot. It's blocked by Kalulu. Referee thinks no. And he gives a goal kick. Much to the dismay of Tajani Reinders. A really good movement by Reinders. Just peels away from Kalulu. Found by Akanji. It comes off the boot of Kalulu, actually. Looked like it flicked off the shins of Kalulu. Somehow they've given a goal kick there. He looks an absolutely class player, doesn't he? Reinders. Well, on the sidelines today, sat watching today's game, is FIFA president Gianni Infantino, who sees himself a bit of a celebrity. Arsene Wenger sits alongside him, former Arsenal and Monaco manager. Oh, good ball forward by Juve, but it's a little bit too hefty. Too much on it. It's all the way through to Ederson. Diaz read it well. Rodri. Rodri, the really slap pass into Doku. City give it away very sloppily again. But the intensity to press there. And Rodri goes and makes the foul. Manuel Locatelli, the captain for Juve. City making easy mistakes, really. Especially in possession, giving the ball away when they really don't need to. And it is frustrating to see. Nunes here has been dropped, but a good tackle by Ruben Diaz. Is Savinho, and he's going to get run up against McKennie. Savinho tries to skip past challenges. Savinho, he's done too much. He's given it away. And Juventus have it back. And a big switch of play here. The far right side to Costa. Back to Kalulu. Juventus play out the back. Is Locatelli. Long ball forward. Aït-Nouri's lost it. What a ball! Ederson sweeper keeper clears it away. Doku leaves it for Bernardo Silva. City with a chance again here. Bernardo into Marmoush here. Covering is Lloyd Kelly. And a big interception by Lloyd Kelly. Ball in behind by Bernardo Silva. And a really good interception. Really good interception by Lloyd Kelly. Nunes in towards Savinho. Back to Savinho again. Nunes. Oh, good play by to Gianni Reinders. So elegant at the ball. A heavy touch by Savinho, but he skips away from the challenger, the Brazilian. Rodri. Back to Savinho. Ruben Diaz again. Across to Manu Akanji. Doku. Little shimmy, little drop of the shoulder by Jeremy Doku. Takes on the fullback, Costa is past him. Now Kalulu to beat. Back inside by Doku into the middle here to Reinders. Good defending, but really good play from Doku again. I think it's been absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Great work by Doku. 2 players round him. He skips past Costa like he's not there. Then past Kalulu. Gets the ball in the box. Just cut out. Just cut out. So kick corner for Manchester City now. Corner kick. City been quite good at set pieces. City been quite good at set pieces. Ball in from Bernardo Silva is an absolute shocker. He seems to miss hit it completely. Bernardo Silva scuffs it into the ground. Doesn't even get near the front post, that. Marmouche. Swinging by Marmouche. Headed away by Juve again. And Coop Myers looks to clear it away on towards Kostic on the far side. Pressed by Nunes. Back towards Lloyd Kelly, who sends it along the former Bournemouth man. City win it back there through Nunes. Good play, and Rodri keeps control for City. Gets the ball back to Akanji. Ruben Diaz. Rian Aït-Nouri. Bernardo Silva, Aït-Nouri again. I think already Aït-Nouri, the way he's been playing for City, you can sense a trust amongst the players for Aït-Nouri. Here's Diaz. Akanji. The players trust Aït-Nouri. They're happy to give him the ball. In dangerous positions as well, I think they trust to give him the ball. Bernardo Silva. I don't know if he's got a bit of he's limping a little bit, Aït-Nouri. I don't know if that's just me. I think he's okay. Maybe taking a bit of knock on that set piece, but he seems fine. Maybe it's how he runs. And oh, Nunes with a clip into the box. It's a Reinders. Really good ball. Well cut out again by Weston McKennie, covering from his midfield. Juventus the ball forward, and Diaz will get there. Back to Akanji. And all the way back, City go to Ederson. Taking no risk there, Manu Akanji. He had a pass to Aït-Nouri, he had a player on him. And it would have been an unnecessary risk to pass it to him. Akanji brings the ball out the back for City. Plays a long ball forward, Akanji. It's an absolute shocker of a pass. It's all the way out for a goal kick. Really poor from Manu Akanji. Well, Vardiol, Ortega, Gundogan, Haaland, Foden, Nico, Kusanov all sat alongside each other in that order on the bench. Dulcewiz, of course, on that bench for Juventus, as well as Bremer. Conceição is a tricky player as well. Oh, good play from City. They win it back to the Matheus Nunes wins it back for City. The throwing goes Juve's way. Nunes looking happy with that. I think Nunes has really, really performed for City. He's always got a mistake in him, which is a shame. I think that's a characteristic of his game. And that's why you want to keep him away from defence. But I think he's always tried really hard to impress wherever we've played him, whether it's been in defence, in midfield, in wide areas as well. The foul here by Diaz. Free kick Juve's way. Foul on Dusan Vlahovic. Well, he's good in the air, Vlahovic. He's strong. I don't think he's ever sort of become the player we expected of him. We saw how good he was at Fiorentina. There was a chance here for Juve. Kostic. Past Matheus Nunes. No. It's absolutely brilliant last-ditch defending from Nunes, who chases back, slides in for the challenge, and blocks away the cross from Kostic behind for a corner. Really good defending from Matheus Nunes. Diaz as well involved there. Corner ball Juve, 20 minutes on the clock. Can Juventus cause City a problem from a set piece? James French, the new man in charge of City set pieces. A cross comes to the far post here. It's over everyone. City watch it away. Well, back out to captain Locatelli. Kalulu. Onto the left-hand side to Kostic again. Coop Myers in behind towards McKennie. Defended by Nunes. Deflects behind for a throw in towards Juve. McKennie takes it. He goes all the way back here towards Lloyd Kelly. Signing a free by Newcastle United from Bournemouth. He made a lot of money on. What a ball over top here by Locatelli. And Manuel Akanji stops the pass from Nico. Offside anyway against the Argentinian. Locatelli's really someone who can pick a pass, isn't he? From deep. Very, very good at that. Playing those long balls in behind. You're hoping that maybe Rodri brings that back to the City side again. He's got that quality. Tajani Reinders as well, hopefully. He's creative from deep, but he more likes to drive with the ball, Reinders. Here's Tajani Reinders. Back towards Diaz. Rodri. Well, Rodri and Reinders looks like it's going to be City's midfield pairing for this season, doesn't it? That's the way it's going to be. Those two alongside each other. Ederson. Ball in towards Savinho. It's a better pass from Ederson this time. Savinho. Rodri. Marmoush in so much space. Rodri looks to play it. Doesn't get there. Doku picks it up. Doku plays it through to Marmoush anyway, who stays on the side of the Egyptian. Oh, Marmoush on the left-hand side for Manchester City. Marmoush. Back on that right foot. Cuts inside. Back out to White-Nuri. Rodri. Turns. Pushed in the back here by Nico Gonzalez. And it will be a free kick for Manchester City. Or Rodri, one of his big qualities, and it always has been, is that ability to get himself between the man and the ball. Use his body so well here. And he gets his body across Nico. He has to foul Rodri. Free kick Manchester City. Who's going to swing this one in? Well, Marmoush is over it. Now, we know Marmoush is deadly from dead ball situations. He's very good at free kicks, and he seems to want to take this. Oh, Marmoush maybe wants to shoot from here. It looks a little bit too far out for a shot. We've got Bernardo Silva, the captain, over it as well. Will Bernardo cross this in, or will Omar Marmoush go for goal? I mean, Marmoush can shoot from distance. This is a way out. Marmoush hits it. It's into the wall. He hit that with power. It hits a Juve player square in the head. He's gone down in a bit of pain here. Marmoush, I mean, he hardly takes a long run up there. 2-3 steps and he hits it with real venom, real power. It's the Juve player square in the face, and I think it's Savona that is down. And I think he's struggling here, the Italian. Whew. He really did catch it, Marmoush. He really hit that old Marmoush. And what is really intriguing, like I said, he took maybe 2-3 steps up to that to hit it with that much power. But he's got a real quality to really kick a ball with power, hasn't he, Omar Marmoush? And he's done it there. Hopefully Savano is okay. But I think maybe due to concussion protocol, might have to leave the field. I'll have to see. Because he did hit that hard, like Chris said. Yeah, wow, he hit that hard. He really did catch that. Well, next on Sunday at 4 PM, we've got PSG versus Inter Miami. Messi will play for Inter Miami, and also you've got the likes of Dembele, Desiree Doué playing Vitinha for PSG. Here's Bernardo Silva, Mateus Nunes, Akanji, Tajani Reinders, Doku, and back towards Nuri. City been the better side here, but we've thrown away our lead through a silly Ederson mistake. Reinders, nice pass to Rodri, really well found. Rodri in towards Marmoush, takes a nice first touch here, and he goes wide left to Jeremy Doku. No one in the box though for City. Doku nearly fouled, but he skips away from 1 or 2. Doku back out to Reinders. Reinders hits one blocked away. Rodri picks it up. Rodri hits one blocked away again by Juve, and outright to Savinho now. And back into Nunes. Mateus Nunes. Savinho. Got 3 Juve players to come up against. What a ball behind towards Nunes. Pulls it across the box here, but there's no one attacking it. Oh, City score from absolutely nothing. Wow. It's an own goal by Kalulu. Well, a fantastic run by Mateus Nunes from fullback inside. He crosses it into such a dangerous area. A really good cross, but when you look at it, there's not a single City player attacking it. There's not a City player in the box ready to score this. And Kalulu just puts it in his own net. It's a fantastic finish by the Juventus defender. Unfortunately, it's at the wrong end. What a terrible goal by Kalulu. I mean, that is... I don't know if he's tried to pass that back to the goalkeeper. But Matheus Nunes, what a run. Really powerful. Puts a cross in a dangerous area. And there you go. City have a 2-1 lead. Juventus make a terrible mistake themselves. I mean, that is absolutely terrible from Juve. Kalulu, I mean... I was saying, wasn't I, earlier about he's quite a good player. I'm surprised he was sold by Milan. Oh, Reinders flicks it over the head of a Juve player. Reinders still. Great feet. Reinders with a shot blocked away. He is absolutely elegant on the football. Tajani Reinders. Marmouche here. Good feet by old Marmouche. He's lost it. And Nico attacks and Rodri's trying to chase him, but Nico's away from him. He's shown too much to Manu Akanji, who comes across and controls the situation. Really good play by Manu. City deal with that one, but Rodri there looked very, very slow. Really struggling. He was at full sprint, full tilt. Well, this win for City would put us on 9 points and would make us face Salzburg instead. Pep Guardiola instructing his players to get wide from the sidelines. And Reinders, when he gets the ball at his feet, he's quite tall, but deceptively so. I think he's maybe just 6 foot, 6'1". And he just glides across the turf with the ball at his feet. Very, very well balanced. Here's Ederson. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Back to Bernardo Silva. Nice little turn in towards Manu Akanji. Well, Juve on full press here. The pressing Ederson, which, well... judging by the start, it's just poor. It's a terrible pass by Diaz, and City have give it away, trying to play it out. Nunes wins it back. Reinders can't get a foot in either. Kostic for the cross in here. Ruben Diaz away to Savinho. Reinders. Diaz. Savinho. Round the corner to Reinders. Really good play. Tajani Reinders. Skips past McKennie with skill. Here's Savinho. Counter City. Savinho. Got Doku to the right of him. Doku finds himself to the right here. Very fluid today, Doku, in his positioning. Jeremy Doku. And goes back until we get reinforcements to Nunes. Bernardo Silva, Rodri. Reinders, Rodri. Rodri, Reinders. Oh, tries to play the ball forward, can't get it through. UVA poke it away back towards City. Jeremy Doku down his right hand side. Little roll the ball here into Savinho. Head up but no one in the box. Savinho. 3 arrive late. Savinho. Shimmy. Drop of the shoulder. Back out towards Nunes, who's crossed it in first time. Cleared away a bit easily by Juve. Straight to the chest of Rodri. City have it back again. Matheus Nunes. Pressure stays on. Savinho. Doku on the overlap. Nunes. Rodri. Here's Marmouche. Back to Nunes. Rodri again. City seems to be forcing at his right side at the moment. Nunes back on towards Doku on this right hand side. Got Aitnuri on the left. Doku. Doku. Takes on Koopmeyers. Beats him. Leaves him. Back out towards Ruben Diaz. Savinho. Nice take there. Savinho should have gone in behind to Doku. He decides against it. Savinho. Tricks and flicks from Savinho. Tries to play it to Nunes. Intercepted by Koopmeyers. Back to City again. Rodri. Pressure well and truly on. Are City going to go back down this right hand side again here? Or are they going to try and go down the left? Rodri into Reinders. City are going to switch to the left. Tajani Reinders. Wide left towards Aitnuri. And back to Reinders. Well, City actually, I think, in that final third, looked very, very impressive. Very fluid in the attacking areas. Diaz. Doku. Takes it away from Nico. Great play from Doku. I think it's going to be very important for City this season, judging by the way he started it. Aitnuri. Fantastic feat by him again. Aitnuri. On towards Doku. City have got some real tricky players on this side. Reinders clips one into Marmouche. What a ball! Marmouche catches it. Sort of drags it towards the goalkeeper. Saved by Di Gregorio, but the inventiveness the City side have. Omar Marmouche is limping though. Seems to have overstretched on that strike. Ball forward by Juve. Vlahovic with a flick. It's good defending by Reinders. But Omar Marmouche seems to be struggling here. I hope this is new energy, invention, and centre attack is something we'll see a lot more next season, says Chris. Yeah. Lots of inventiveness in the City team. The likes of Reinders, we're just having a cooling break here, so the game will pause for a few moments. But Reinders, Aitnuri, Doku, Savinho, Nunes, being allowed to be fluid. Pep Guardiola giving them lots and lots of freedom in that final third to go wherever they want. And a player that I have to say I think that suits even more is someone like Ryan Cherky. I think it will become difficult, though, for maybe someone like Erling Haaland. You think if Marmoush likes to drift out left or right, he's comfortable doing that. Haaland tends to stay in a centre-forward role. I was watching some clips of Haaland in his Dortmund days. And when a player was, you know, getting down the byline, ready to cross it in, Haaland, with his pace that he has, the acceleration over short distances, he would sprint across the near post and get a near post tap in. Recently, last season especially, we saw Haaland drag himself to the far post way too often. If he can drag himself to the far post and make those quick runs across the near post once again, I think that'll really suit his game. And it'll really suit Ryan Cherky as well, his fluidness, because I think that is part of his game as well. But City have scored, both City goals have been from good work. I mean, especially the first one. I thought the first one was really, really good. But Doku has been, I think, the key player so far. He's been so good. And he's been very, very, you know, creative and being allowed a bit, I think, a bit more freedom, which is good to see, which is really good to see, a bit more freedom. It's not something that you always get to see in these City sides. And, you know, last season, I think there was a lot of talk about, you know, Pep Guardiola nullifying the City players. People like Jack Grealish are told just to stay in the byline, just stay to the line and pass it backwards and sideways pass it. And that's what's really hampering the City team. That's what's stifling the creativeness. And, yeah, I think City, maybe this year, are going to be a lot more exciting in those areas, especially in that final third. Especially how if we're going to be as fluid as we have been today, that's going to be very, very entertaining. So Doku, the key man, cooling break is over. The players walk back to the field here. Koopmeier is the goal scorer for Juve. A goal that was scored after a terrible mistake by Ederson. Let's hope we see a little bit less of that from Ederson going into the rest of the game. And Kalulu, I mean, he's made a terrible mistake as well. His mistake for the own goal for City's second, I mean, I don't quite understand what Kalulu's trying to do there. I really don't. Locatelli, the big switch by the captain. Out wide towards Kostic here, the wing back. Straight to him is Mateus Nunes. Good strength from Nunes, but Kostic gets past him. And Nunes uses his body really well onto Diaz. And I think Mateus Nunes, I don't think he should be starting at right back for City. I think that should be an area we address. I mean, someone like Tino Livramento, I think we should be looking at. But actually, as a squad player, as a player can do absolutely everything, I think Mateus Nunes is really good. And he's impressing at right back once again. Juve look very dangerous on the press. They really do. That is where they're scary. Very scary. And that's where you have to be careful. And City, obviously, we want to play out from the pressure. But we'll have to see. Here's Ederson for Manchester City. He's gone long into space here to absolutely no one to give it straight back to Juve. Aitnuri's going to chase it though. It's out for a throw-in. Poor distribution from Ederson again there, who I think on the ball, which is his key attribute to his game, Ederson. Been pretty poor. Locatelli in towards Aitnuri. It's out for a throw-in. They throw it in quickly as Weston McKennie. Back to Lloyd Kelly under pressure from Marmoush. He's going to nick it off him. Brilliant from Omar Marmoush. Into Savinho and back towards Mateus Nunes. That's really, really good pressing from Omar Marmoush. Horrible touch by Lloyd Kelly, who doesn't look like a decent player at all. I don't know what he's doing at a club like Juventus. I really don't. I think even Newcastle realised he wasn't the level they wanted. Pressing Ederson again by Juve. I think can sense a mistake from Ederson as Roger goes back to Akanji. He's forced to send it long here towards Marmoush, who's holding his body really well. He's let Rodri get in the end of it instead. Brilliant from Omar Marmoush. Here's Jeremy Doku. Doku for City. Doku against Kalulu. Past Kalulu. Doku pulls it back. They just get away with it, Juve. Cleared only as far as Aitnuri, though. Skips past another challenge from Vlahovic. Aitnuri. And past Vlahovic. And Aitnuri crosses one in here. Savinho with a header. Skims off the head back out to Mateus Nunes. Nunez on towards Savinho. Diaz. Reinders. Rodri. Aitnuri. Doku lets it run. Sometimes Doku takes a poor first touch, and that split second, the fullback or whoever's defending against him sees that poor touch and thinks, that's my chance to get tight. And as soon as they get tight, he just drops the shoulder and goes. It's like he takes a bad touch on purpose sometimes. For the moment, City have had 63% possession, 30% in Juve's possession, and 7% in contest. That's I think a new way of doing the stats for that one. Here's Diaz onto Akanji. Aitnuri. Rodri. Aitnuri again. Comfortable. Back to Akanji. Good play by City. Manu Akanji. Ball forward to Marmoush. What a touch that is by Marmoush. It's just not going to fall. Reiners' way and Juve get it back. Nearly good work from Marmoush, but not quite enough. Locatelli. Looking at that long ball in behind Ryan Aitnuri maybe. To Kalulu, who's there. Here's Nico. Foul by City's captain Bernardo. And it's going to be a free kick Juve on the far left hand side. First half is flying by at the moment, it feels like. Nearly at half time already as we approach the 40-minute mark. Savona. Wide right to Kalulu. Into McKennie. He works it wide to the wing-back Costa. Overlap by Kalulu. He's offside against Costa, the number 2. And that is poor by Juve. Alberto Costa. Signed from a Portuguese club in January, I think he was. Loaned back to them. He has been a little bit poor at this right wing-back role. But he's getting a start. He's getting his chance here. The man from Portugal. He played for Vitória in Portugal. And he was signed by Juve on the 15th of January. 12.5 million euros. Some add-ons including that. Juve get it back, but they've lost it here. Rodri onto Reinders. Reinders the ball in behind here. What an absolutely spectacular ball by Reinders over the top towards Savinho. It's class. Savinho sees his chance. Savinho shoots. But only finds the hands of Gregorio. But what a ball by Reinders over the top there. Savinho skips in twice. Just not enough power on the shot, which is something that he's got to work on. He's finishing, Savinho. Oh, Juve. Savona gives it away to Marmoush. That's really poor by Italian. Omar Marmoush. Step overs. Marmoush back out to Doku. Well, Savona certainly hasn't impressed the young Italian. Link with City. I don't think he's a player we should be going for based on this outing. Doku. Doku still. Doku. Skips past Costa. And again. The second time. Back towards Akanji. So explosive, Doku. With those first few yards, it's so difficult to defend against. Akanji. Back onto Diaz. Rodri dropping deep for City. Helping us in this build-up play here. Rodri into Doku. Onto Kalulu. Akanji. Aitnuri. Rodri. And towards Reinders. Good first touch. And it's actually Nunez drifting inside there. Good play from Nunez. Akanji. Rodri. Ball forward again towards Marmoush. He flicks it onto Mateus Nunes, who's driving from full-back here. And he plays it wide to Doku. Nicely done by City. So fluid. With it with the full-backs, the wings, the midfielders. Everyone goes everywhere. Doku. Back out to Aitnuri. Very impressed by City so far. Nunes again. Back out to Doku again. Aitnuri, Doku. Aitnuri, Doku. Out to Akanji. Bit of frustration, I think, on Juventus' side here. The way City have managed to play it around them. Diaz. Reinders. So fluid. I mean, everyone plays everywhere. This is pure total football from City so far. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Bernardo Silva again. Bernardo. Through towards Reinders. Back out to Savinho. Marmoush in the box. Savinho clips one in here. Doku arrived with a header. It's out to Aitnuri on the volley. Pushed away by Gregorio. And Kostic. And he takes it away from Savinho. Good save by the goalkeeper. But they've given it away here. City win it back with Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Dribble into the box here. Back out to Rodri. Rodri for City. Reinders. Rodri, a terrible pass. There's 3 City players away. He doesn't fire any of them. But Juve give it back anyway. Mateus Nunes. Well, oppressive heat in Florida. It's now rain. Here's Bernardo Silva. Cuts inside. Shot by Bernardo Silva. Blocked behind for a corner. But the rain is absolutely coming down. Pep Guardiola very, very impressed that. You can see in the sidelines, Pep Guardiola, I'm not the best lip reader, but he's saying, he's applauding his team saying top, top, top. And they were absolutely top from City. And the rain is absolutely hammering it down now here in Florida. The fans are getting drenched. The players are getting drenched as we approach half-time. A lot of the fans are disappearing into the concourse. Corner for City. Cross comes in. Cleared away by Juve. Bernardo Silva. Marmoush in the overlap. Bernardo. Rodri the cross into the far post here. It's a massively overhit cross by Rodri. And it's out for a goal kick. Well, the City players are getting, and the Juventus players of course, are getting absolutely soaked here. The sky blue shirts have turned to a bit of a darker shade of blue. Because the rain has completely soaked them. The camera lens is covered in rain. Droplets. The pitch is becoming very slippy. And this is where things could get dangerous. And I hope we don't see any injuries because of that. They may decide to pause this game. So we'll have to see. This could get rained off, says Chris. It certainly could. This is Florida weather. I was there not too long ago. It goes from bright sunshine to torrential rain in moments. And then back to bright sunshine again. Diaz. Bernardo Silva. In towards Reinders. At the moment the ball's moving pretty well. And Reinders plays the ball into Savinho. De Gregorio's going to come and sweep it away. And he clears it away De Gregorio as far as Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Well, the rain is not looking like it's going to slow down. It's worse than Manchester weather, says Alfie. You would not believe that how heavy the rain is in Florida. It's heavy rain, and it's absolutely, it just comes down ridiculously hard. Thunderstorms are common. It's a wonderful place. Weather-wise, it is biblical at times. It really is. It just changes from like 30 degrees sunshine to just torrential rain. Here's Marmoush. Nice turn by him, but the ball gets stuck under his feet. McKennie picks it up. Locatelli. Pressing on Koop Myers by Bernardo Silva. Lumped away by Lloyd Kelly as far as Kostic, who flicks it onto Vlahovic here. Ruben Diaz in the back of Vlahovic. Very aggressive defending. It's a foul by Diaz and a free kick Juventus' way. A good battle between those two so far. Well, the rain slowed down now. And I'm sure you'll start to see the sunshine again pretty soon. Nico Gonzalez with a poor touch throwing City. It's very strange weather. Very strange weather. Nuri to take the throwing for City. Taking his time here. City's just seeing it to the second half if they can do. Pep Guardiola's asking his players to go further forward. Nuri taking a lot of time here. This throw-in. Just get the throw-in. I mean, it takes a really good throw-in actually all the way across to Mateus Nunes, who can drive down this right-hand side. He does do, Nunes. And he carries the ball forward. Good play from Nunes. Savinho. Savinho. Still. Skips one way, then the other. Drops the full-back Kostic. Savinho. Savinho shoots. Blocked away. Good play from the Brazilian. Out for a throw-in. Well, the rain's stopped now. Just a little bit of a chance for the City players to cool down. Get the shirts wet. Savinho turns. 4 added minutes here in Orlando. Ait Nuri, Jeremy Doku on his left-hand side. Doku. Skips past Costa. Doku. Can't beat Costa. Back out to Ait Nuri. Good feet by him, but he's lost it here to Kalulu. Doku's working out to try and win it back. Ball in behind there. Kanji cuts out the counter really well there, the Swissman. Well done, Manu Akanji. An applaud from Pep Guardiola for his defender. Nico Gonzalez has come out to this right-hand side now. Not much joy on the left. Back, Kostic goes towards Lloyd Kelly. Savona under pressure here. Has to lump it away. Ruben Diaz takes it off Weston McKennie. All the way back to Ederson. Well, the rain's stopped now, so it's not going to get called off this game, thankfully. 1-1 says Alfie Liley for Alien. Bit of a score update, so interesting between those two sides. Tajani Reinders' shirt looks like they're going to have to cut it off him. It's that wet, it looks stuck to him completely. Here's Bernardo Silva. Savinho on this right-hand side. Just want to see more end product from Savinho. Savinho drives Locatelli back. Savinho looks to shoot. Savinho out to Ait-Nuri. Wide left to Reinders. Tajani Reinders here. Reinders. Doku. Diaz. Nunes. Diaz. Nunes again onto Reinders. Back to Nunes. Reinders. Diaz. Reinders once more. City find this way through. Reinders in towards Diaz. And City go the other way now, work it left. Happy to let Juve chase the ball. Rodri. Ait-Nuri. Marmouche, lovely little turn there by Marmouche. Reinders flicks one through to Ait-Nuri. Tries to spin on it. Ait-Nuri here. Cleared away by Lloyd Kelly. Very creative. Very fluid, and that sums up the first half of City. We know there's going to be a completely different 11 come out in the second half. Will we see Ryan Cherky's creativity in the second half? I think we will. Thrown by Ait-Nuri towards Omar Marmouche. Marmouche goes back towards Akanji. Diaz. Nunes is in acres of space here from fullback. Diaz should be looking for him. Diaz goes in towards Reinders first time. Good play from him again. His touch and control is spectacular to Tajani Reinders. It really is. Savinho finds himself on the far side. He's dropped Kostic again here. Savinho passed him. There's no one in the box. Savinho pulls it back into Bernardo Silva. That's the one area of the game we've lost. But we've won the ball back again here, Marmouche. Marmouche shoots from range here. He hits it with so much power, venom, swerve and dip. Di Gregorio, I think, watches it as he dives to try and save it out for a... It's a great save by Di Gregorio. It's going in the bottom corner from Marmouche. What a save from the Italian goalkeeper. Brilliant strike from Omar Marmouche. It's a corner for City. What a strike. I mean, he can really hit a football. You remember Cristiano Ronaldo in his prime, he just had that ability to hit a shot with so much power, dip and swerve, and Marmouche has got it. Takes a poor corner here. Across the near post, it's scuffed behind by Locatelli for a second corner for City. Very, very impressive. Corner ball again for City. Marmouche swings it in. Headed by Akanji to the far post. Lifted away by captain Locatelli. Come on, Turpan. Blows the half-time whistle. It's City 2, Juve 1. A very, very good first half there. A thrilling City deserved lead in a very entertaining game, says Chris. It has been. It's been absolutely fantastic. Well, I think in the second half, Pep Guardiola plans to come out with a completely new 11. If I can try and update the graphics to keep updated, I will do, to see who comes on for City in this second half, because I think it will be completely new 11 in the second half. That does mean, though, I think we're going to see a bit more of a player I'm very excited to see in Ryan Cherky. We're going to have a little break, I am, over half-time. Be back for the second half, hopefully for more goals, more entertainment, and more, of course, Manchester City. We'll see you after this short break.
can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. You can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. What's on the other side of inhibition? Ooh, I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so cool.
Tryna get my attention, tryna get your redemption, but now that I'm gone, you want me back. Yeah, I gave Watch I look, I'm jugging. Dissect your hand if your hand in my put two in your man if your man keep a looking. Act like a poop, your bitch get tookin'. I'm not the type to go fuck with them niggas who fuck with them niggas who stay on some fish. Oh, youngin' trapping out the bando. From the ceiling fan to the damn floor, trying to stack my money up. Cause that's the only way we can go. Tell my mama that I'm okay. See the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a lot of money, that's foreplay. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
You got me trapped inside this spell. Now I feel like your demons drag me close to hell. I can feel that.
Hello, welcome back to the second half. Manchester City versus Juventus here in Orlando, Florida, the FIFA Club World Cup, the final game of City's group stage. The winner will go through, the loser will go through as well. It is between Al Ain and the other team to go out. But it is very interesting, isn't it, how it's going to go. So, City, I think, will make change at half-time. Juventus are expected to make changes, but it's not exactly confirmed. It is raining again here in Orlando. I thought that Pep Guardiola would make big change at half-time, but we're not exactly certain. The Juventus team is back on the field, and it looks like they have made possibly one or two. But it's not confirmed yet. Dulcewiz, Conceição primed to come on. Looks like Igor Tudor may have made no change at all. Pep Guardiola said that he picked his 11 thinking of the second half. He's expected that Erling Haaland will come on. Maybe Erling Haaland will come out for the second half. We're hoping that we see a bit of Ryan Cherki as well. One of the most entertaining footballers in world football. And yes, he's a Manchester City player. How exciting that is. So back on the field of Juventus, ready for this second half. The rain's coming down, but it's so strange in Orlando. And in Florida's state, it's raining. And when it rains, it's so warm. You just don't feel bothered by it. It's like, it's nice that it's raining on you. And it is strange. If you're from Manchester, you'll see that does feel strange because we never have rain where it feels nice to be rained upon. We really, really don't. So it looks like City are getting ready to come out now. City's set-piece coach, James French. New man. Just started to walk out. Kalulu, who scored the own goal, is getting a bit of talk to Coop Myers and Lloyd Kelly. And there is one change for certain, because in the tunnel right now, ready in full kit, is number 9, Erling Haaland, who's coming on for Manchester City. So Haaland is about to come onto the field for the second half. Akanji stays on, Nunes stays on, Diaz stays on, Rodri stays on, Bernardo Silva, Savinho, Ait-Nouri and Doku. Maybe Tajani Reinders will be changed, but it certainly is Erling Haaland coming on. And it looks like that will be for Omar Marmoush. From what I've seen. A fan there in the stands in Orlando with the Erling Haaland haircut. Become a pretty popular one in recent years. Haaland being given a talking to Colo Touré. James French as well, the set-piece coach. And it looks like Tajani Reinders is coming out for the second half. So it's only one change at half-time by Manchester City. Erling Haaland on, Omar Marmoush off. So Haaland will lead the line now. It's a little less fluid, isn't it, with him up there. So Erling Haaland primed and ready. And hopefully we see Cherki as well. And Phil Foden. I expected actually to see Cherki come on at half-time. That's not been the case, but I'm pretty sure we'll see Ryan Cherki come on. I'm actually 100% sure we'll see Ryan Cherki come on. So here we go. Second half. Big 45 minutes for Manchester City in this tournament to finish top of the group. City versus Juve. Clement Turpin. Whistle to his lips. And the second half is underway. Here we go. 2-1 City lead. Both goals that are, you know, the equalised from Juve and City's goal were pretty poor mistakes by opposition players. Haaland there with a little push in the back. And the referee gives a free kick there. Haaland there just shrugged off the Juve player, used the forearm. Referee didn't like it. Free kick goes Juve's way. How many subs can we make, says Alfie? 5, I think. Just 5 substitutions. Long ball forward here. Diaz loses the header. Flicked on towards Akanji. Deals it well, and Reinders on towards Rodri. Back out towards Diaz. Long ball forward by Diaz onto Bernardo Silva. Really inventive first touch by Bernardo. He's got Savinho making a run here. Trouble for Juve. Savinho's in. Savinho across the box to Haaland, who just can't put it in the back of the empty net. Maybe. Just a bit too much on the cross from Savinho. What a chance for City. That probably should have been 3-1. Bernardo Silva, the great first touch. Haaland goes to the far post here. Savinho looks for him. And Erling Haaland sliding in. Just misses it. I think it might just brush the studs of Haaland. But that should have been 3-1. Juventus give it away back to Rodri. City have dominated so far. And I think Real Madrid will be looking at this and thinking, we really want to face Juve and not Manchester City. Bernardo Silva into Haaland. Tries to run across his body there, Erling Haaland. That's poor, really. Shouldn't be doing that. Here's Nico. Ait-Nouri just pulls down the Argentinian. Referee plays advantage and works it wide here. And Juve still in possession. Akanji in behind towards Nico. Good feet by him. Rodri pulls him down. Didn't think there's much in it. He was inside the box. Referee says no. Costa, I don't think wanted it either. There's a foul on Doku by Costa. Free kick City. Well, Rodri did lean on the Juve player a little bit. But the referee, I don't think it was enough for a penalty. The referee agreed. Free kick Manchester City. Foul on Jeremy Doku. And the linesman's going to go and take the ball off the field here. There's 2 balls on the pitch. The referee won't let City take the free kick until it's off. It is off now. And we're back underway. Kanji for Manchester City. Haaland makes a run into space there. Kanji decides against the long ball. Bernardo is as well. Nunes. Back towards Diaz. Ederson. Rodri in space, but Diaz has found space as well. Diaz for City. Ball in towards the channel, towards Erling Haaland. He's been pushed in the back by Savona, but he still finds Savinho. Good feet there, Brazilian in towards Matheus Nunes. Here's Tijani Reinders. Doku. Doku skips past Kalulu. Doku still going here. Doku into Haaland. Good touches. Haaland tries the back heel back to Doku. It's intercepted. Savona clears it away. Ruben Diaz, nice aggressive defending, wins the ball off the Hovic. Poor hold-up play by the Serb. Reinders. Aitnuri, Rodri. Back to Aitnuri. Back towards Manu Akanji. Akanji. City will lose that fluidity a little bit with Erling Haaland in there. He's not going to move about quite as much. That's not his game. Bernardo. Diaz. Bernardo Silva for City. Savinho finding space in the pockets here. Bernardo. Nunes across towards Diaz. Reinders with space. Diaz brings it forward. Wide left to Manu Akanji. Jeremy Doku. Back to Akanji. Akanji they're clipping behind towards Reinders here. Now, that is a great run by Tijani Reinders, and a player of Manu Akanji's quality, I think, should find that pass to Reinders, and if he does, big trouble for Juve, because they've got Haaland to defend against the middle. City are 2-on-2 with Reinders, and Pep Guardiola is very unhappy with the Akanji pass. You can see the frustration from Pep Guardiola. I think he feels Manu Akanji should make that pass a lot better. Long ball here for Nunes to defend against. McKennie can't control it, it's out for a throw-in. Here's Savinho. Reinders, really good passing towards Akanji. Plays out the pressure so well. Aitnuri onto Doku. Costa goes out to him, and he's got Doku and Aitnuri to defend against the Doku. Doku going past the challenges. Jeremy Doku! But a poor strike. Well, Jeremy Doku there. Once again, he skips past the challenges. But he gets the shot all wrong and drags it. Skips past Kalulu. He really does scuff that wide. It slides off. He just needs to just be a bit more composed and set himself. He gets it all wrong. He's got runners to the far post as well there, Doku. Maybe he could have clipped that in behind. Long and away by Savona. Akanji wins the header well. Only as far as Kalulu. It's taken off him by Rodri. And City have it back once again. Well, only one goal separates the two sides. It's narrow margins, really. Ryan Aitnuri finds the ball in a little pocket of space there really well. Back out to Akanji. Rodri. Aitnuri. Back to Rodri. Aitnuri again. City moved the ball very quickly as well. I've found much quicker than we've seen from last season. Savinho. Inside towards Reinders. Is a really good ball, and driving him behind is Matheus Nunes. Reinders finds him. Nunes across to Erling Haaland, who tries to control it, ends up tapping it into the back of net for 3. Brilliant goal. Pep Guardiola is all smiles here as he talks with his bench. 300th goal for Erling Haaland of his career. 3-1 Manchester City. What a goal that is, by the way. Absolutely class again. The ball's played out wide right to Savinho. He takes it first time on his left foot inside. The fullback knows he's going to do it, but he does it with such crispness and quality. He then plays it inside to Tijani Reinders. Reinders has got the full pitch ahead of him. Matheus Nunes is driving with pace in behind on that right-hand side. And he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He plays it across the box to Erling Haaland, who tries to control it with his left foot. He actually controls it into his right foot, and it goes into the back of the net. But it's a tap-in. It's a goal that he can't miss. But credit to Nunes, credit to Reinders, and credit to Savinho as well. What a brilliant goal from Manchester City. And that's 3-1. From one foot to the other, all smiles from Erling Haaland when he sees his finish. He tries to control it. He was embarrassed maybe by Erling Haaland a little bit. 3-1 Manchester City. Reinders, what a ball, by the way, to Nunes. Absolutely class. And Matheus Nunes again, impressing at right back. And City straight from kickoff, pressing this Juve side. Have the ball back again. If Manchester City play like this all season, we will be some side to beat. really well. Ruben Diaz. Into Savinho. Lets it run, tries to run it round Lloyd Kelly. Cleared away. Diaz leaves it. Nice touch by Diaz Nunes. Bernardo and back towards Diaz again. Really good play from Manchester City. Playing out of difficult situations with ease, with composure. And surely Pep Guardiola now maybe looks to his bench and says maybe Oscar Bob comes on. Blue from Haaland. Fantastic feet from Savinho. Nunes in a wide area. Reiner's making runs as well. Nunes back to Savinho. Back to Nunes. Tijani Reinders. Bernardo Silva. Seem very balanced, the City side. Very, very balanced. Akanji. Reinders. Akanji again. Diaz. Into Haaland first time. Lays it off to Rodri. Runners for City. Back into Haaland. Great defending by Savona. Look for Reinders and Haaland. Massive interception from the young Italian. Who had a difficult first half. I think go to Kostic. Juve are struggling against the City team. Savona. Locatelli. Good turn by Nico in the midfield, but great interception by Rian Nuri. He is some player, the Algerian. He really is. Reinders, Bernardo Silva. The movement is absolutely terrific. Really enjoying this, whatever the outcome says, Chris. Yeah, it's been brilliant football. It really has. There's Savinho inside for City. Savinho still going. Savinho tries a pass. It's frustrating. He plays a poor pass, gives it away. But he's pressing. He's trying to win it back. Locatelli with a nice turn. Line-breaking pass by Locatelli to McKennie. It's brilliant. There's a counter for Juve. Here's Kalulu. And he works it wide right towards this Vlahovic. Vlahovic in towards Costa. Back to Vlahovic. Doku working hard to get back for City. He puts a foot in not once but twice, Doku. Rodri there as well. Brilliant from Doku. He's been really hard working, Jeremy Doku, today. Really, really hard working. Locatelli with another switch of play. Mateus Nunes deals with it. Uses his body well against Kostic. Offside anyway against the Serb. It's a free kick, Manchester City. Well, some of the big boys are going to come on for Juve. Kepren Thuram and Kenan Yildiz are going to be the changes. A replay currently of the City goal. I mean, what a ball by Tijani Reinders. Absolutely brilliant by Reinders. And Nunes as well. He's a very, very powerful runner, Nunes. And from fullback, that makes him so dangerous in those wide areas, making those late runs. Ball over the top here for City. It's found Erling Haaland, and Haaland's already 1-on-1 with the defender. Haaland still on his left foot. Savona with a sliding challenge. Haaland always went to go on that left foot. And Savannah did well, stood him up. And Erling Haaland there found from the long ball. Haaland tries to skip past the Italian. And here come the changes now. Well, a player who could have been a City player in January replaced Alberto Costa. He's Italian, Andrea Cambiaso. Nearly a Manchester City player in January, but Juve asked just for too much money. City in the end went in and looked elsewhere. Number 5, the captain, Manuel Locatelli, will be replaced by Frenchman Kepren Thuram. And then it is the number 8, Koopmeiners, the Dutchman. He will be replaced by 19-year-old Turkish international Kenan Yildiz. Some good players come on the field here. Yildiz is a very exciting player. He likes to drift into that left-hand channel. He's playing as sort of a 2 number 10s in behind Vlahovic alongside Nico Gonzalez. He's a very good player, an exciting player, explosive in very small spaces. So Juve have got 2 changes left that they can make. Manchester City have 4. I can't personally see Rodri staying on the field for much longer. We'll have to see. Reiner's back to Akanji. On to Ruben Diaz. Nunes, Rodri. Reinders. It's a poor pass from Tijani Reinders, the first today, and here's Kenan Yildiz, and he's skipping in behind, and Rodri just well defending the counter-attack, but it still falls to Kepren Thuram, and Ait Nuri's there trying to put a foot in as well, and Nico, and Bernardo Silva with a great slide challenge, cuts it out. Well, Al Ain are beating Wydad, which is a very surprise, Wydad, to be down to them, 2-1. Thank you for that, Alfie. Switch of play. Yildiz takes a touch. Yildiz hits it at the near post. Drags it wide. The teenager. One touch off his thigh. Second one is the strike, but he pulls it wide, Yildiz. He doesn't quite catch it how he wants to. Doesn't trouble Ederson. It will be a goal kick for Manchester City. And hopefully Ederson can play a better pass out than he has done a few times today. Diaz to Ederson. Ederson looks long and Haaland's going to run in behind against Savona. Haaland takes it down well. In the back comes Savona on Erling Haaland. It's surely a free kick to Manchester City. Smashed in the back of Erling Haaland does the Italian Savona. And he seems to have injured himself there, the Italian in the process. Holding his ankle here, young Savona. Well, they send it long to Haaland here, does Ederson. Savona goes straight in the back of Erling Haaland. I think in the process... Ooh, he just rolls his ankle there, Savona. Just gets stuck in the turf a little bit. The left ankle, the Italian turns. Haaland felt that as well. He looked in a bit of pain after that one. He walks away. Savona does not. And the substitution is going to have to happen for Juve. There's been a declaration to the bench. He's got to make the change. Because Savona's not going to be able to continue. The left ankle ruled. Nasty ankle injury, says Chris. Yeah, certainly. That could be ligament damage. It could be very bad for Savona. And they're going to have to make the change here. He will be coming off for Juventus. And he can't even walk off here, the young Italian. Which is a big shame for him. Made some good tackles today. And he looks in a lot of pain. A lot of pain here. He'll be replaced by Gatti. Who's been a bit of a key player in the Juve side for a number of years now. Well, Savona's really struggling there with that left ankle. It just, as Savona looks to step, he actually steps on Erling Haaland's foot. That's what hurts Haaland. And as he steps down his foot, he stood slide off the boot of Haaland and he rolls his ankle completely. All his weight drops on it because he's in the air at that moment. That could be very, very nasty for Savona, really. Hopefully, he recovers and he's going to be okay. Nunes to take a throw in for Manchester City. Bernardo Silva, a little flick back onto Nunes. Bernardo Silva's gone down here. A late challenge on Bernardo Silva, the City captain. Clement Turpin giving a stern word to Ketran Thuram. Bernardo Silva limps away. He felt that one with City's captain. It was a flick by Bernardo Silva to Nunes. And Thuram, he stands on the back of Bernardo Silva's ankle. Studs right down the foot of Bernardo Silva. He felt that one. Another bad tackle. Totally accidental. Doesn't mean it's not a foul. Doesn't mean that Bernardo doesn't feel it. Free kick City. Mateus Nunes across to take it. Guardiola giving some instructions here from the sideline. It looks like Mateus Nunes is going to put a cross into the box here. Diaz at the far post. Akanji, Rodri in there as well. Nunes rolls it across the edge of the box to Rian Aitnuri. Back to Reinders, Aitnuri. Aitnuri kicked by Thuram. It's another free kick to Manchester City, taken down by Ketran Thuram. His feet are very quick, Rian Aitnuri. Very, very quick. And Thuram has been on the field a matter of minutes. He's only made 2 fouls here. But he's avoiding the yellow cards at the moment. Aitnuri just runs away from him and he just gives him a little kick on the ankles and Aitnuri goes down. Another free kick for City in a good position. No Omar Mamouche now, who they fire one into the face of Savona, who could have got enough injured at that point, actually. 3 in the wall for Di Gregorio. Dusan Vlahovic in there and Haaland. He's giving a bit of a talking to Bernardo Silva here. Tajani Reinders is over this free kick as well. It looks like Bernardo Silva wants to take it. He takes it quickly and wide to Doku, who's one-on-one with Cambiasso now. Doku inside. Doku into the box here. Blocked away by Nico. Doku against Nico. Free kick Juve's way for absolutely nothing. I can't believe the referees give that. So Nico comes in the back of Doku. Doku holds him off, and the referee says a foul on Nico with arm in the face or something like that. I mean, it's totally Nico's doing. What can Doku do if a Juve player runs in the back of him and hurts his own face? Maybe arm comes out from Doku, maybe. Nunes keeps hold of it so well there, somehow. Rodri, still on the field for Manchester City. Nunes. Savinho. Pressuring by Kostic, who throws Savinho off the field here. Diaz. Oh, Reinders is making a good run, but Diaz doesn't go for it. Pep Guardiola gives a thumbs up to Gianni from the sidelines. Bernardo Silva across to Akanji. City's fullback's going a bit more narrow in this second half, and the wingers staying further wide. We're switching the way we've done things from that first half. In the first half, it was the wingers wide and the wingers inside and the fullbacks wide. The second half, Pep's changed it. The fullbacks have come inside and the wingers have gone wide. Rodri, the ball, and behind it to Tijani Reinders, who's taken down by Kalulu. It's a nasty challenge by the Frenchman, really, to stop Tijani running through. It's a free kick City. Well, Reinders was through there, and Kalulu did everything to make sure he took the Dutchman down. City making so many runs in behind. Kalulu, no interest to play the ball. Just takes Reinders down. Free kick Manchester City. Captain Bernardo Silva is over it once again. Surely Pep Guardiola is thinking about more changes at some point here. Not just Erling Haaland for Omar Marmoush. Bernardo over it. City players in there. Bernardo to the far post here to Savinho. It's poor. It's very poor. City full of positive runs and defence splitting passes. We've been crying out for this for ages. We certainly have. It feels like we haven't seen that sort of move from City for a long time, doesn't it? A very long time. There's going to be changes here for City. It's going to be Phil Foden and Ilkay Gundogan. So Phil Foden and Gundogan, the first two changes, have been prepared for Manchester City. So it's Rodri who's going to come off for Gundogan, not Nico, which is a surprise. And it does worry me about the future of Nico at Manchester City a little bit. That he doesn't come on, instead Ilkay Gundogan comes on. Because Gundogan could be leaving, yet he still plays more than Nico. So, I'm not so sure. So, on comes Gundogan. I would have brought Nico on for Rodri, but that's just me. And Jeremy Doku is going to be the man who leaves the field for Phil Foden. I think Foden's going to go wide right here. And Savinho is going to move across the left. Doku's had a very good game on that left-hand side. I think there's still so much more to come from Doku. There really is. Here comes Phil Foden. No Ryan Cherky quite yet. Oh, brilliant skill and touches from Foden as he immediately comes onto the field here. Spins past a Juve player. Bernardo Silva. Back to Foden. Thuram intercepts it. Spin the box by Lloyd Kelly. Kostic. And he wins his side, a goal kick off Bernardo Silva. I'm very surprised we haven't seen Ryan Cherky just yet. I'm hoping that we see Ryan Cherky. I want to see Ryan Cherky. We need Ryan Cherky in that field, don't we? Long ball forward. Akanji looks to win the header, can't do. Vlahovic against Diaz. A little spin on him. City in a bit of trouble here. Ball in behind to Vlahovic. He's 1-on-1 with Ederson. Vlahovic around Ederson, who managed to just get it away. Reiner's so calm. Heads it back to Ederson. Brilliant save from Eddie. The wrist of Ederson. Flicks it away. Good save from Eddie. Nunes closing the gap as well, stopping them running through. Good defending by him. Funnily enough, or interestingly enough, should be the what I'm going to say, the phrase I should say, is Tijani Reinders is actually going holding midfield now. Which is very interesting. Why isn't Nico going holding midfield, you know, and keep Reinders further forward? But Pep's trying him out holding midfield again. So Reinders holding midfield. No chance for Nico. Gundogan comes on instead. It come from a direct chance there for Juve, playing the ball forward from the goal kick. Ball played in behind towards Vlahovic, and there Ederson comes out. Does really well there, Ederson, actually. Credit to him. Pushes it away. Keeps City from, you know, getting back in a game with them against Juve. Ederson for Manchester City. Plays it long here towards Erling Haaland. Oh, brilliant touch by Haaland as he takes it out the air. Haaland through to Foden! Oh, it's Savinho back to Foden. And City have a 4-1 lead. What a touch from Erling Haaland. 4-1 Manchester City. Just from the long ball. Long ball to Erling Haaland. That touch from Erling Haaland is absolutely spectacular. We talk about Erling Haaland not being, you know, the most technically gifted footballer. Well, I tell you what, he will ask you questions there. What a touch from Haaland. Takes it out the air over his shoulder. Plays it through to Foden. It doesn't find him, but Savinho's there instead. He lays it back into Phil Foden to make it 4-1. What a goal. Haaland controller making that goal, says Chris. It certainly was. What a touch from Erling Haaland. Absolutely class. What a goal that is. Very, very impressed from Erling. That touch is absolutely class. Colo Torre's loving it on the sidelines there. Brilliant from Manchester City, 4-1. And I'd be getting Ryan... Oh, I keep going on. We want to see more Ryan Cherki. Get him on that field. Brilliant from City. Oh, Nunes won it back already from kick-off again. Foden with a little back heel. Kostic clears it away. Akanji against Vlahovic. Down to Reinders. Just so composed in possession. Nunes. Foden. Great play again. Reinders. And back towards Akanji. Playing some really good stuff, Manchester City. Really good stuff. Bernardo Silva. Here's Akanji. Ait Nuri. There's something special you feel brewing upon with this City side. I really do feel that. Very optimistic about the upcoming season. Foden. Nunes. Back to Diaz. Bernardo again and back to Diaz once again. Akanji. Manu Akanji for Manchester City. Gundogan. We can vote for it's no longer man of the match, it's superior player of the match. Via DAZN. I assume it will be a City player. Bernardo Silva. Amal Akanji. Ait Nuri inside. Diaz. Ait Nuri. Under pressure here and he goes back to Ederson. Well done, Ryan Ait Nuri. Ederson straight away out to Nunes. A little bit wide, the pass by Ederson. He creates some space. Foden's there as well. Nunes goes back towards Ederson also. Ait Nuri once more. Kanji. Ryan Ait Nuri once again. Good find to Phil Foden. Turn Phil. He does do. Foden. Plays the ball over the top and in behind to Savinho, but he's not quite caught it right. It's behind for a throw-in. A lot of City fans here in the stands. Kalulu. Thuram. Can't be controlled by Juve player. Deflects off a City man. Out for a throw-in. Gatti under pressure here from Foden and City players, and they just get away with it. Haaland chasing again against Lloyd Kelly, who plays it wide, and City's pressing. He's very aggressive. There's Nunes onto Haaland. Nunes tries to go past Yildiz, wins a throw-in. City have been very, very intense. That's something that Pep Linders is, you know, part of his thing as a coach, assistant coach. He wants to see his team be intense. Nunes, more behind to Foden's a bit heavy. And Lloyd Kelly watched it out for a throw-in. A little bit too expansive there from Mateus Nunes. Well, Nico O'Reilly is coming on for Manchester City. And we will get to see Ryan Cherki. Pep Guardiola giving a bit of talking to the Frenchman. Cherki and O'Reilly with the final two substitutions for Manchester City today. Reinders, fantastic feet. On to Foden. Phil Foden once again. Ilkay Gundogan. Ait Nuri, he's looking wide left, but there's no one quite out there. Back into Gundogan. Diaz. Nunes. Bernardo Silva. Here's Ruben Diaz. Run from Reinders in behind. There's so much space there. Bernardo should be looking to him. Bernardo doesn't. Bernardo. Foden. Ait Nuri. Oh, brilliant first and second touch by Ait Nuri. Phil Foden. Back out to Nunes. Some really good stuff from City. Some really, really good stuff. Nunes. Crossing the box here, left by Savinho onto Haaland. Just can't control it. Reinders tries to volley Savinho onto Haaland. Haaland shoots, blocked away. Haaland should have passed to Savinho there. He's a little bit selfish. But he is a striker. That's what he's there to do. Haaland should have laid it off to Savinho. But Haaland looked for goal. Blocked behind for a corner. Have a look at the stats of this game, says Alfie. Is it full City domination? I wouldn't be surprised to see so. So it is Ait Nuri off for Nico O'Reilly. Again, Ait Nuri's been fantastic. And on comes Ryan Cherki for captain Bernardo Silva. Stats-wise, City have had 19 shots, 8 on target, to Juve's 3 shots, 1 on target. 77% possession. We've had 595 passes. You're quite right, Alfie. That looks absolutely amazing. Full domination. And City have never won against Juve before. In the last times we've played against them, we've been always lost or drawn. Not this time. It's going to be a City win. Well, you'd hope so. There's still time to go, I guess. Pure domination from City. Crossing here from the corner. In towards the box here, Di Gregorio. Didn't really get it properly. Gundogan with the second cross in here to the far post. It's back. Oh, what a save on the feet of Di Gregorio. Back out to Savinho. Oh, what a strike by Savinho. Wow, oh wow. In Orlando, Savinho scores a screamer. Well, Manchester City crossing in. It's cleared away from the corner. Back out to Gundogan. He whips it in. It's a pinball in the box. It falls to Erling Haaland, who hits it hard down the middle of the goalkeeper. Once again, the Italian, with an outstretched right foot, managed to just save it away. It comes to the edge of the box of Savinho. He hammers it on his right foot, off the crossbar and in. On his weaker foot off the crossbar and in. Absolutely leathers it to Savinho. Wow. 5-1 Manchester City. And that is some strike by Savinho. Bang. He's leathered it in there. 5-1 Manchester City. Brilliant by Savinho. Another goal that comes from a set-piece situation, which certainly is something City are working upon. 5-1 against Juve. And we've absolutely torn them apart here. Well, there's now a drinks break. And you've got to remember, City have just brought on Ryan Cherki as well, to try and add more creativity to this side. Colo Touré giving a talk to Erling Haaland, him and Ederson. Also discussing maybe playing the long ball. Igor Tudor, the Juve manager, looks a little bit disappointed in his side there. Didn't seem too happy with Cambiasso. Erling Haaland is sat in the icebox, doing his socks, redoing his socks here. So Salzburg or Real Madrid could be the opponents. You expect Real Madrid to win their last game. Can we play in Orlando every week, says Alfie? Well, if we did, and we perform like this every week, wow. I mean, we've been absolutely brilliant. Really have. And Savinho finally getting a goal for himself. And what a hit. What a hit that is. I mean, Tijani Reinders has got his hands in the air celebrating it before it even finds the back of the net. He just knows it's going in. Just hits it with so much power. He hits it with so much power that the goalkeeper just accepts it's going in. It is nothing Di Gregorio, who's just made a good save, can do about that. So 5-1 Manchester City. There's still over 10 minutes to go in this one. Come on, City. Let's see some more goals. It is very much now Savinho on the left. Oh, ball in behind it towards Vlahovic. Foot race with Ruben Diaz. Good ball from Juve. Vlahovic onto his left foot. To Kenan Yildiz, who drags his shot. Doesn't even drag it wide. He hits it way over the bar. Snatches that and he's a bit unhappy with the pass as well. It was poor from, I think, Akanji. He steps up Akanji. They play the ball in behind and Yildiz doesn't catch it at all. Sends it right up into the stands. The man in the crowd catch it. Quite impressed with himself, actually, for catching it. City still do look, you know, susceptible to counters and so on. Cherky on towards Diaz here. Long ball to Haaland. I don't think that was the right pass. He could have gone into feet there to Phil Foden. This gives the possession back to Juve. Kalulu. Gatti. Kalulu. City are pressing in numbers here. Very intense. But he's very much Savinho on the left. Foden on the right. And you've got Haaland and Cherky through the middle. Oh, brilliant feet from Yildiz on the long ball. But if he turned there, I think he would have caused him a problem for City. Like Kelly. Pressing from Foden. Nunes. Skip past by Kostic inside. Kelly. Back to Gatti. De Gregorio. Of course, this Juve side did beat City 2-0 in the season. In the Champions League. Pressing by Savinho. City can't quite get it. Nico looks at the ball and behind, decides against it. Nico Gonzalez here. Works it wide. Foden can't cut it out. Bit of defending for Nunes to do here. Because he's got Yildiz and Kostic up against him. Vlahovic in the middle. Wide they go towards Yildiz. Sliding challenge from Nunes. It's absolutely brilliant. Down goes Kelly looking for a free kick. It's not to the referee. So throw into Manchester City. Well done, Mateus Nunes. Absolutely brilliant. Sliding challenge in the box. Had to get the ball. Does get it right. Times it perfectly. Manchester City throw in. With a few Mexican fans here in the crowd. Even got Lucha Libre. Luchador masks on there. Manu Akanji. Ruben Diaz to Manchester City as they work it on the back. It's been such more of like an entertaining game than the previous one we commentated on. It was Ilkay Gundogan. Manu Akanji. Nunes is growing into a very effective player for City, says Chris. He certainly is. And who'd have thought it would be at right back? Kanji, Gundogan. Cherky, Gundogan. Reinders. Nunes with a heavy touch, but he's got it. Gets away with it, goes back to Diaz. Ryan Cherky dropping deep for City. Right towards O'Reilly. Savinho. Gundogan. Cherky. Gundogan. Reinders. City just toying with Juve now. Cherky. Great ball into Phil Foden. Really nice find. Nunes. Reinders. Cherky. Into Phil Foden. Loves the little one-touch stuff and he's linking up with Phil Foden here. Ryan Cherky for City. Cherky the ball across the far post. What a ball. Haaland should get there. It's out for a corner. But Erling Haaland maybe should get there. Fantastic from Ryan Cherky. Left foot, right foot. It doesn't matter to the Frenchman. Both as good as the other. And another change here for Juve now. Their final substitution of the game. And it will be the number 16. Weston McKennie leaving the field. For Adiz, the number 17. Adic is a Montenegrin, I think. I think he's a newly signed player for Juve. Or perhaps one who's come to the youth system because I can't recall him playing for Juve before. I've watched Juve a few times. Well, the Juventus fans don't look so enthusiastic in the stands. Seeing their side 5-1 down, but knowing they will still qualify for the round of 16, the knockout stages of this competition. Corner ball, Manchester City. Ilkay Gundogan to take it. In by Gundogan. Haaland attacks it. He's headed away well. Out to Savinho and back down to Gundogan. Could look to cross it again here. Ryan Cherky instead. He finds in the edge of the box. Cherky. Ball into Haaland. What a ball here. Haaland tries to get his way through. Akanji's lost it. Foden can't get there. Juve look to clear it with Cambiasso. But City pressing. Good play from Cambiasso. Thuram with a heavy touch. Yildiz just keeps it in with a little dive into it, but he's kicked it in towards Phil Foden. He's somehow going to free kick Juve's way. I'm not exactly sure what for. They do look disappointed, Juve. A long way to go to Orlando and see their side lose 5-1, but they've got to know that they still qualify. Alain on 3 points currently, City on 9, Juventus on 6, City with 3 wins from 3. Long by De Gregorio here, pressed by Ryan Cherki. Headed down by O'Reilly, straight back towards Juventus. They've worked it wide here. Kostic has gone through the middle now. Kenan Yildiz. Inside from Yildiz. Good feet from Yildiz. What a ball through by Yildiz. Great pass by Yildiz for Vlahovic. 5-2. Finally Vlahovic scores. What a ball and what a bit of play from youngster Kenan Yildiz there. Spectacular from Yildiz. Juve pull on back 5-2. Yildiz skips past Nunes. Too easily past Foden. Manu Akanji. City's defensive line is held, but Manu Akanji is absolutely clueless. He's completely out of position, and he just gives Juve a goal because he stood so deep. City's defensive line is held, and Manu Akanji is a few yards behind, and he just puts his hands up and says, the play's offside. Very frustrating by Manu Akanji. We've seen it a few times from him last season. He's carrying it into this one. 5-2, they pull one back. But Akanji does not need to do that. Really poor from Akanji. The VAR have checked. It is a goal. He's onside. He's way onside. Manu Akanji played him a mile on. Very frustrating. So 5-2, Juve pull one back. Goals galore in this one. Good job our attack is insane, says Alfie. Very, very true. And City come again now with Ryan Cherki on his right hand side. Step overs by the Frenchman, Cherki. Oh, he's just took 2 players on. He flicks it round them. He's absolutely incredible, Cherki. I tell you what, to go to the Etihad and watch him get me off my seat pretty much with nearly every touch, as I'm sure he will do, with the quality he has, with the flair, with the skill, he is going to be a fan favourite for certain. I mean, his footwork is... Oh, he puts it through the legs of the Juve player. He flicks it with his left foot onto his right, and with the outside of his right foot, he just rolls it through the legs of the Juve player. The man is spectacular. Nunes into Foden here. Back to Nunes. Back to Diaz. He just has so much quality, Ryan Cherki. It's unbelievable. And he's a player I've wanted for Manchester City for a long time. I didn't think it'd happen. It was one of those players where you think, I'd love them to play for City, but they just don't seem like a player City would sign. I am over the moon that City have decided to sign him. Honestly, he's so good. Cherki. Gundogan. Reinders. Gundogan. Cherki. Reinders. Cherki. It's very, very exciting to see City with some quality again in this side. Some real quality players. Ryan Cherki. Right left to Nico O'Reilly. O'Reilly driving. Back to Gundogan. O'Reilly again. Back out to Cherki. Reinders. Cherki's been kicked off the ball and taken down here. Referee says nothing. He gets back to his feet though, the Frenchman. Doesn't let it deter him. O'Reilly. Reinders. Foden. Cherki's in space here. Foden to Haaland, who's peeled away. Haaland, a chance here. Back out to Savinho. And on towards Gundogan. Should Foden have gone to Cherki instead? Akanji, Gundogan. Diaz. Reinders. Nunes. Diaz. Gundogan. Cherki turns, touches. Cherki. Good pass with the outside of it to Haaland here. Lets it stick early in Haaland. Gundogan. Ilkay Gundogan for Manchester City. O'Reilly. Akanji miscontrols it. O'Reilly. Tajani Reinders there, but goes back to Manu Akanji. O'Reilly again. Akanji. City trying to drag Juve onto us and then play through them. Ball into Phil Foden. Cherki's made a really good run in the wide right-hand area there. I think Foden's got to be a little bit more, get his head up and understand. I mean, I know they new players together, but it's certainly a pass on to Cherki there. Cherki's on the wide right-hand side here in acres and acres and acres of space. He wants to be found. Nunes. O'Reilly. Reinders. Gundogan. Reinders. Akanji. Reinders. Akanji. Reinders. We've got some real quality players here. Here's Matheus Nunes. Back out they go. Diaz. He always wants the ball, Cherki. He's very, very brave in the ball. He's not afraid to make a mistake. O'Reilly. Savinho. Back to O'Reilly. Heavy touch. It's behind by Juve for a throw. Good management by City. Good game manager, says Chris. Yes, certainly. They've managed this game very well. Frustrating that Juve got another goal, actually, because I think the goal line does flatter Juventus a little bit, 5-2. I don't think they've even been that good. You know, City gifted them the first goal. In a way, Akanji's gifted them the second. Nunes into Phil Foden. Foden drives forward here. Foden. Still going here, Foden. He's give it away. It's poor. Gives it away towards Douglas Luiz, I think it is, or Lloyd Kelly. Kostic. Down the line here. Diaz against Vlahovic. Good feet by Vlahovic. Diaz, once again, very aggressive. Vlahovic wants a bit of a talk with Ruben Diaz there, but they play on. Don't know if you saw Dumfries and Acuna this morning for River Plate and Inter. They had a bit of an argument on the field. And Dumfries says to Acuna, let's go in the tunnel where there's no cameras and I'll fight you, no problem. And as they start to fight, as they start to kick off, Dumfries is just going down the tunnel. He just wants to get the fight. He just wants to do the fight down the tunnel. He's just there. He's just running down the tunnel saying, I'm waiting for you in the tunnel. Unbelievable. And Acuna's chased him to get down there. The players are stopping him. Cherki. Still going here, Ryan Cherki. Cherki. Reinders. Nunes. Reinders. Good feet from Tijani Reinders. Pulled back here by the Juve player. The free kick goes Juve's way. Ken Yildiz. He's very, very explosive, Yildiz. Does well there. Lloyd Kelly. Yildiz under pressure from Nunes. Nunes just too strong for the youngster. Matheus Nunes. Really good play from Nunes. Absolutely fantastic. He goes and wins the ball off Yildiz and the corner flag in the Juve half and then just gets it back and just gets things going again. Ryan Cherki. Head up. Cherki. Ball through to Foden. Intercepted just by Kostic. City might have it back though, yeah. Nunes is there. Reinders. Foden. Foden. Ryan Cherki. Nunes and across towards Manu Akanji. This has been a very impressive game. Akanji. Reinders. Akanji again. Reinders once again. In towards Foden. Ball in behind to Haaland. Poor pass, but really bad pass by Foden there. Oh, but Juve made a mistake of their own. Haaland across to Ryan Cherki. Oh, somehow doesn't score. Has to score there, Cherki. Big miss by Ryan Cherki. But City pressing so hard to win it back. And Nunes does get it back. Cherki should score there. Haaland with the setup. I think Cherki's got to hit that. He's got to hit it near post. If he hits it hard near post, he scores. But he's trying to go across the goalkeeper. Diego makes a good save. It's a shame. Should score there, make it 6-2, Ryan Cherki. His hands immediately go to his head. He knows he should have scored, really. What a player he is. Tijani Reinders as well, unbelievable. And Rian Nuri, another absolute superstar City have brought in this transfer window. And could there still be more? We'll have to see. Space down the right side for Juve here. They look to push for more goals. O'Reilly beaten. Cross, Akanji gets there. And Akanji defends that one well. Right place, the right time away from Andrea Cambiasso. Akanji says here, have it back, Juventus. Have a second attack. Kepran Thuram. Poor pass intercepted by Matheus Nunes. Foden. Back to Nunes. Right to Ryan Cherki here. Cherki. Cherki. Skips past Kostic there. He wants players to come and try and take the ball off him. Good win, says Alfie. Yeah. With 30 seconds remaining, it's going to be a Manchester City win, without a doubt. And what a performance it has been from the City side here. Very, very impressive. There still could be one more goal. Yeah. Although City have managed this game well. And they're just knocking it around now. Reinders. Diaz. Nunes. Shirky in lots of space on his right-hand side. He wants it. They're not looking for him. Reinders. O'Reilly. Diaz. Shirky's in acres of space. They don't pass it to him. The full-time whistle goes. Manchester City 5, Juventus 2. City are through to round of 16. We knew that anyway. We are through top of the group. It depends to see what happens with Real Madrid. But it looks like City will be facing Salzburg if Madrid do win their final game. And that is brilliant for City. A better draw than it could have been. Now, I will not be around for the rest of the Club World Cup until the final. So there's going to be no commentaries until the final. I'm going on a little holiday for 2 weeks. So I will be missing the rest of the Club World Cup, of course. I'll be watching it myself, but not with commentary on this channel. But I will be back. I come back on the early morning of the day of the final, which hopefully means that we get to see Manchester City lift that trophy. If that's the, I think I come back on that day. I'll just check that, double check that. But I think I come back on the day of the final. So the final, I don't know what time it's going to be on the 13th of July. But I'm back in the morning of the 13th of July. So hopefully I get to see it. Thank you very much all for joining. It's been great to have you all. Please like the video if you haven't already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new, if you haven't already as well. And we will see you guys next time for another commentary. Hopefully the final of FIFA Club World Cup, where Manchester City are in that final. We'll see you guys next time.